morning, everybody. This is the Driving Druggist. You can see it's a snowy day here. You always gotta love it. Man, I can't wait for spring. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a topic that has come up several times this week. Actually, with some patients of mine. One of the big questions that's always asked to me is, especially by women, is what happens if I miss a dose or 2 or 3 of my oral contraceptive or birth control pill. This is always a really good question, and I'm going to preface this by saying if you're having trouble remembering to take your medication, your birth control medication, or your oral contraceptive, even if it's for hormonal reasons, if it's not for contraception, speak with your doctor. There's other ways that you can be treated where you'll remember and you won't have to go through, oh, did I take it? Did I not take it? What do I do? So, it's always a good idea, if this is a habit for you, to speak with your doctor and try and find a better way for you to become compliant and take it on time, so that you don't have any miscues. It's really a big issue, to be honest with you, and I'll go through some examples as to how that is. First of all, a lot of people, it's mostly just, hey, you know what, I forgot to take one pill. I was busy yesterday. Everybody's running around. It's got busy lives. Everybody, myself included, even though I'm not, taking oral contraceptive, but everybody's got busy lives. And even if you're taking any medication, remembering to take it every day at the same time, every single day, is an issue. But that's even more important when you're talking about oral contraceptives, that those have to be taken every day, regularly, and preferably at the same time every day. So not only do you have to worry about taking it every day, but you want to take it at the same time every day. And this is pretty important. The hormone structure of these medications actually work in such a way that they mimic your own biological hormonal function. So taking them at the same time every day is essential to getting the best possible outcome. It is certainly possible that you could take the pill at 8 in the morning every day for 4 or 5 months, forget to take it at 10 o'clock at night, and wind up with an unwanted pregnancy. It can happen. So, being cognizant of taking your medication, your oral contraceptive, every single day at the same time is extremely, extremely important. But let's say you forget a pill. And let's say you go the following day and you think, gosh, man, I forgot it yesterday. Now I remember I forgot it. It's in the pack, the days are numbered and listed, and what do? Well, you got to take the one that you missed, okay? And you got to get back on track by taking the one that you missed and taking that day's one. So let's say you missed Wednesdays and it's Thursdays. You got to take Wednesdays and Thursdays. But here's what happens. Here's the interesting thing. When you do that, the percentage of contraception now has decreased. So usually these pills are about 99-point-something% effective when taken at the same time every single day. When you miss a pill, even by a day, or even by 8 to 12 hours, the percentage of that contraceptive ability decreases. So now you're looking, instead of 99%, you might be looking at 80-some%. And typically this happens as you miss each pill. So let's say you miss 2 pills, it goes down even further. You miss 3 pills, you basically have to restart the pack, and that's just you've ruined the month. You have to restart over at day 1. But interestingly enough, if you miss 2, you would have to take the 2 the 2 that you missed, and the next day, take the next 2. But again, your contraceptive capabilities have been decreased significantly. So what do I recommend in these cases? If you miss even one pill, even if you by the next day and you remember to take, you need to use a backup form of birth control that is non-hormonal. So what's that mean? Condoms. So if that happens, you want to use, for sure, a backup form of birth control. Otherwise, you run the risk, and a pretty high level risk, of becoming pregnant. So, I get this question a lot, and a lot of times, I get women that say, well, it's only a day, well, it depends on your risk tolerance. If you want to, Russian roulette it, by all means, go ahead, take your chances and see what happens. But each time you miss that pill, you run the risk, if you don't use a non-hormonal backup, that you're going to run into some issues. It's certainly possible. In fact, it's happened. There's several patients I know that has happened to. So you want to be very, very, very careful of what's going on with when you take your pill, how you take it, and be extremely, extremely cognizant and compliant with taking your medication. If you have an issue, you can use other forms. There's the ring that you can use, but that one presents its own challenges. There are people I've known that forgot to take the ring out and replace the ring. So, there's issues with that as well. There's also an injection that lasts 3 months. That could be an option for you if you're having trouble remembering to take your medication. So that could be something that you could use as well. But the bottom line is, if you're going to be on an oral contraceptive, please remember, take it same time every day. If you don't and you forget, there are things that you could do to stay on the pack, but you should use a non-hormonal backup. So hopefully this helps you out, answers some of your questions. And again, if you have any other issues, please feel free to tune in to one of my channels, or you could ask me questions directly, topics you'd like me to cover. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.